So yeah, I didn't mention this yet, but I actually went to your wedding.
I know. I remember you. You vlog from there. I watched the vlog.
Right. And so for those who don't know, you are married now. Yeah, you were married.
I
It
am
was a
married.
wedding. To Riley Reid. How did you guys meet?
Ashley Matthews.
Okay.
She asked me to call her Ashley Matthews.
Okay. So you
Actually, Ashley Petkins, actually, if anything.
Oh right, there you
She's
go.
having my last name now.
So you never call her Riley.
No, never.
Okay. How did you guys meet?
Instagram.
Right. You
Yeah.
slid in her DMs?
She did. She slid in mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saying what?
It was pretty great. I posted about this book, Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she's like, "Oh, it's a nice book," and it's funny because a month before that, Alina Lopez slid into my DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "What's happening? Why all this why all these porn stars sliding
Right.
in my DMs?" So I was like so confused, and so yeah, and then we talk a little bit, and I ask her if she wants to film some videos. I'm like, I don't know, I'll flip over her or wherever, I don't know.
Right.
And then we kind of talked for a little bit, and then we didn't talk for 3 months, and then she messaged me again. She's like, "So you down to do this video or whatever?" I was like, "Fuck."
And you were already in LA at this time?
Yeah, I was in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in LA. I'm like, "Oh, sure, let's film this video." But I didn't know like with who to go and like who gonna film the video. And she's like, "I have my assistant. We can film the video." I'm like, cool. So I went and filmed like one of the videos with her, where I like did like a backflip of her butt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you guys just hit it off right away, or what?
Yeah, kind of felt the energy, and I don't know, she's the greatest woman I ever met.
Really?
I love her. Yeah, she's so good.
What stands out to you about her? She is a very great person.
Just her personality and like the way she thinks about life and who she is. Just, I don't know how to describe it. Like I know all this stigma that she does porn, like she did porn.
Right.
But if you really like just put it aside, and she's just amazing, you know. Even with that, just a part of her.
Right. So was that something that gave you pause? Obviously, I'm in a similar boat. And my girl's naked on the internet as well.
Mm-hmm.
Was that something that ever kind of bothered you? Because obviously you went into it meeting her, knowing that about her.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but I never understood how well known she is. Because I grew up in Latvia. I was watching like Russian porn and stuff. I didn't really know. Maybe I stumbled in it. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I didn't realize how big she is.
Right.
And yeah, at first it was like, oh shit, like is it normal? Is it not normal?
Right.
But I had a lot of conversation with different people about it, and I had the best conversation with my friend Stas, and he said the best thing ever. He said like, no matter what you're gonna do, people gonna tell you you're stupid. You know, because I was like, it all came at the end of the day what other people say.
Yeah.
I never gave a
If
fuck.
you don't care, then why the fuck would
Yeah.
you worry about what other people think?
Yeah,
you know?
and he said like, if you care about what other people are gonna say, no matter what you're gonna do, they're gonna say that you're stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's very, very true.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I seen your whole family at the wedding and everything. Obviously, embracing her.
they're super cool. They understand it's life.
Right.
And it's just like it is what it is. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
Right. Did you
She didn't
encourage?
kill anyone. You know, if she killed anyone, then it would be a different story. Like, oh, maybe
Right.
be careful.
Yeah.
She might kill you at night.
Definitely. But did you put the idea in her head to stop shooting like other porn, or was that already something she was
She
thinking
already
of?
stopped.
Before.
She
Yeah.
already stopped before. She did girl stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, during the OnlyFans thing, that like, especially as OnlyFans is taking off, it kind of at a certain point for somebody like her who makes an absurd amount of money from her fans directly, it's like, why would you?
Yeah, it makes.
keep doing
yeah,
it, you know?
As I said, like, whatever people say, it just doesn't really matter. Like,
Right.
at first, I was like, kind of like, oh shit, it's a lot. Like a lot of people just came at me like, what are you doing? You stupid. Like,
Right.
why you care about that? Like, I don't know.
For sure.
Just,
Why?
at this point.
What have you had any like people that you know or like friends of yours like give you a hard time about it? Like, because I don't know. I could imagine that some people just talk shit, and some people might actually be upset.
Like maybe 2 of my friends said something, unfollowed me.
Really?
That's
Wow,
about
that's wild.
That's about it. Like nothing crazy. Everyone I know and everyone I respect and people with the skills, they never said anything.
Right.
They just like, you happy? My mom asked, you happy?
Yeah.
You know, because I prepared, like, my mom as well, like, said, look, this is what can happen. People can come to you. People can fucking pull up the videos and shit. Like, you got to be ready. I just got to prepare. Like, a lot of, like, dumb people.
Right.
And she never cared. She's like, she seems like a nice girl. She met her in person. It's not like she just does it all the time. Like, people assume she just goes around and have sex with people.
I know. Like, some of my friends, like the dudes who do the podcast with me, they came to my kid's birthday party, and she came.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, a couple of them said to me afterwards, they're like, bro, like, Riley and Tiana Trump, like, they're so nice and, like, normal and shit. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did you think? And they're like, well, I just didn't know that, like, a porn star was, like, a normal person. And I'm like, wow, like, that's crazy as fuck to me that you needed to, like, meet them in real life to know that they're just chicks who have a job.
A lot of people don't. They just don't understand. They're living in that bubble and they just think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Crazy.
It is really crazy, to be honest. I don't know how that happened, but I'm happy. Like, I'm a happy man, and she's amazing. Have the best time in my life.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
what matters. And, like, people think about you or they talk about you, but for how long they think about you? They think about you like 2 minutes, and then, like, okay, I have to go take a shit. I have to go take care of my kids. Right. That's all. Like, and why would you change your life just because of this 2 minutes of, like, someone else's thinking that you don't even know?
Right. Were you already a somewhat freaky dude, or are you? Because I've heard. I don't know if I'm saying too much, but I've heard stories. My girl went on you guys' honeymoon or no engagement party weekend. She said she might have seen you and your wifey getting a little freaky with some of the other girls there and stuff. Was this the kind of thing that you were always into, or is she opening your mind?
I mean, she definitely. Yeah, she definitely. I was always like, she took me to a parkour gym. Like, when we first started, like, hooking up and stuff, I was like, oh my god, this is something. This is next level. I was freaky, but in order to be freaky, you need a freaky person. You know? You can't be freaky with someone just who's not freaky. It would be, like, weird.
Because she's got 500 girls in her phone that she could text and be like, hey, come fuck my fucking husband and me together. And they're like, all right, I'm there. That's actually a weird thing I didn't really realize, but my girls pointed it out too. She's like, so many girls act so weird about Riley because she's so well known that they just, like, are super clout thirsty with her and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I guess I should have already known that. Like, that's pretty obvious. Like, I just already know that she's very popular, but, like, I guess I just didn't realize how many people are just, like, on her dick.
She's very careful with people, though. She's just, like, very.
You gotta be.
It's not that easy. It's like as easy as it sounds. It's a lot of complication comes with it. For sure.
Definitely. But yeah, man, I heard you were having a good old time out on that boat.
I have a great time. I have a lot of great time. I don't want to talk about it too much because, I mean, you know,
family sponsors,
family sponsors, bad energy. Also, like, people jealous and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But life is good out here in LA. Like from your perspective, everything's going pretty well in life.
Everything is good. Yeah, no complaint. Doing my roly-polies, having beautiful wife, 5 dogs. I feel very lucky.
I heard there's an army of dogs over there at the house. Those are her dogs, though, right? You didn't bring any dogs in?
No, I did not. I grew up with no dogs, no cats, like, never, like, and I wasn't sure at first, like, fuck, it's a lot of dogs.
Right, yeah.
And no, I love them all now. They all love me too. It's nice. It's nice to have dogs. I understand now people that love dogs, because before I didn't really. I'm like, it's just dogs. They don't really talk. You just have to take care of them. But when you're lonely, they're really there for you.
I've noticed that I'm very picky with pets, and my cat passed away a couple months ago.
I'm sorry about that.
Appreciate it. And we're getting a dog this weekend, so I'm kind of, like, nervous, even though I know I'm gonna love the dog no matter what. But I'm also kind of, like, nervous just because I haven't fucking ever had my own dog. I've had roommates who had a dog, and then I ended up getting super close with the dog and would be hanging out with the dog all the time. But I never had my own dog, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like, you're just gonna have one dog, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's only one dog. You got 5 dogs. You had to go through a real learning curve there, huh?
Yeah, when people tell me, like, yeah, we have one dog, it's so much work. I'm like, or, like, having a baby is like having a dog. No,
yeah,
5 dogs. It's like, it's just like a bigger number.
That is a weird thing when I talk to people about having a kid, and, like, they're just like, oh yeah, like my cat does this. And I'm just thinking like, wow, having a cat is not that much like having a kid, bro. All right, guys, so the No Jumper Clips channel right here. Make sure you subscribe. We just blasted past 30,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 50,000 subscribers. Please help us out and hit that red button. Thank you.